Crack lads, and welcome to a brand new tutorial on the channel. A lot of people ask me this question about how to do the trap feints. So this is just going to be a quick tutorial. We've got two variations. The first variation is this one. Don't worry, we'll get into it in a little bit more detail here, but you're going to see an example right here. So basically this is called a trap feint, and it is when you let the ball through your legs from the ball coming to you and you keep control with that same player. And then there is the second variation, which is called a true feint, which is very, very similar, except that you don't keep control of the same player that you do the feint with. So you're letting the ball through your legs with this one, but you're giving control to the other player, so one of your teammates. As you see in this example here, the ball is going to a different player. So you let the ball through your legs, but you don't keep control of the player that you let the ball through the legs with. So if you go into the actual command list here in the game itself, this is how they define the traps. So the trap feint is this one here, whereas before you trap the ball, you're releasing you're releasing all the controls, and the only input you have is with the R stick. And then the other one is you are holding L1 or LB, depending on whether you're playing on PS4, PS5 or Xbox. And this is called a true feint. So don't worry lads, I am going through this a little bit quick, but we do have a lot of examples coming up here in a second, and a breakdown of how to do it and when to do it and when I recommend to do it. So this can be very, very, very effective. I use this quite a lot on the wings. And yeah, if you are playing against somebody good, they will kind of cop onto this, but you can switch it around and create a lot of open space with it against, most players, right? So the first variation that we're going to see is already this clip here, where you're letting the ball through the legs and you're maintaining possession with that same player. So for this one, you are basically just holding nothing on your pad. You're releasing every button on your pad apart from holding the R stick down in the direction that the ball is coming. So it's the same direction as the ball is traveling, the same flight that the ball is traveling in. And you can see here is another example right here on the wing. This is what I use a lot of the time. You just try to kind of confuse your opponent. Again, you're holding the R stick all the way towards where the ball is actually traveling to us. So that's all you have to do for that one. And then the player maintains possession with that one. The second one then is the true feint, which is slightly different. We've already seen this. So I get the ball here with Sergio Busquets, but I'm actually letting it through his legs and then taking control of Gavi without having to player switch, without having to pass, without having to do anything. And to do this one, it's the same as the first one, except that you were holding L1. So it's the same directional that you're going to be using on the R stick, except that you're holding L1 to relinquish that control and get control of another player. So I do recommend going into the training mode and having a mess around with this, because you can actually practice it, without any pressure from the defense, and you can get a real feel for how to do it. And it is very effective. I use this quite a lot. This and double touch. I will have a tutorial on double touch coming soon as well. And for newcomers, this can be huge to improve your skill level and to improve just being able to have this in your attacking arsenal. Because a lot of people know how to do this, but doing it in the thick of battle, lads, doing it when you're under pressure or doing it to get out or to carve open some space, that's what separates a good player from a great player. So yeah, I definitely would practice this quite a lot. I practice this a good bit to get it right, but you can create a lot of open space with it. It's very, very simple to do. It's more about just being confident enough to do it, especially when you're on the wings, just being able to do it and do it effectively, and being able to read the defender's position and the way that they're actually set up defensively, that you were able to, pull it off whenever you do. Because look, you can get a lot of good chances. You're going to see a couple of good breaks here where, you kind of mix them in. So that's the first one. That's the trap feint. And then you have the true feint here coming up here in a second. So we switch it back in across. We're going to open the space up, keep the pressure on, keep maintaining it, and then we're going to be mixing and matching. So we're kind of linking the two of these, and you've already seen this one where it goes through the legs there as well, and it just creates a load of space. And this is another example where it just gives you a little bit of breathing room to do it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of that. It's a short and sweet tutorial. Let me know if you enjoyed it. If you want more of these, let me know as well. I think it can really improve your game if you mix them in with your other game style. And yeah, that is it for me. Don't forget to subscribe, lads. I'll be back quite soon with another tutorial and another couple of videos. Peace. Hope this helps you.